how I think about art, right? If I was to go into after party or bring people back to my house, I want people to go, holy fuck, that is insane. That's an insane piece. And I want it to influence people's moods, you know? And that's when I feel that it's done that for me, then that's when we move. But until then, this could change into a fucking horse. Like, my name is Jordan Simi, from New Zealand, Seminal Māori boy, living in Bondi, and I'm gonna be the best artist in the world. The environment that I grew up in was, I don't want to use the word toxic, but I also had a lot of good times. But art for me is a stepping stone to create other windows of opportunity for people that have grown up the same way I did. And I've been so resilient, right? And I've just overcome things. But I've also thrown a lot of spanners in the works. Times are going really well. I'm like, oh shit, you know, something's gonna go bad here. And then I end up doing it myself. I would get really bad social anxiety. Like, I can't go to festivals. Crowds of people freak me out. It does come out in my art because I feel like when I do my self-portraits, it's sort of just me looking in the mirror, really. And sometimes I take a step back, I'm like, that's fucked. And I'm like, shit, yeah, well, that's pretty accurate. At the start, I wasn't painting for other people. I was just painting, just a naughty kid in trouble in detention. I was painting for myself. There wasn't really an outcome of like, how much money am I gonna make off this? What are people gonna think about it? I was just killing time and having fun. And I feel like my art is coming back to that. You're not doing it for others, you're doing it for yourself. And that's just what I try and remind myself every day. And ever since I've made peace with that, everything's just gone up. Art can really like change how you feel within seconds. You know, you can look at a piece and go, you know, it like looks into your soul, you know. And I just feel like my art has that. I want it to motivate people to keep going. I've always had this thing where I wanted to prove people wrong. It's now become proving myself right instead of proving others wrong. I feel like it's more positive energy around it. Like I want to prove to people that I am who I say I am, what I say I can do. You know, I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna be the best artist in Australia, you know, in the next couple of years. And as I said, if you don't believe it, then no one else will. You know, if you don't truly know that you can do that, then like no one will. I've just been drawn to Paris. Like in my mind, whenever anyone asks me, where do you want to travel? It's like, my mind straight away, Paris just pops into my mind. Like Paris, Eiffel Tower, that's where I see my work. How? Who knows? Maybe I'll just roll one up and go leave it up the top, you know? So let's do it, we're gonna do it. I can feel it now. I'll put it out there to the universe, so something's gonna happen.